If I look out at the vast ocean and wonder what lies beneath, we often imagine colorful coral reefs and playful dolphins, but that's just a very top layer. The deeper you go, the stranger things get. It's a world of crushing pressure, freezing cold, and eternal darkness, and it's home to giants. The ocean is layered, like a giant cake. From the sunlit zone at the top, we descend through the twilight zone, the midnight zone, the abyss, and finally, the Hadal zone, the deepest trenches on Earth. With each layer, the rules of life change dramatically, and this is where we find creatures that defy our imagination, especially in their size. Let's start our dive. At around 200 to 1,000 meters down, in the twilight zone, we might encounter the oarfish. This isn't just any fish. It's the world's longest bony fish. Imagine a silvery, ribbon-like creature stretching up to 17 meters long that's longer than a school bus. With its serpentine body and a striking red dorsal fin running its entire length, it looks like a mythical sea serpent brought to life. They're rarely seen, often only appearing at the surface when they are sick or dying, adding to their mysterious reputation. Going deeper, we meet the giant spider crab, lurking on the seafloor. This crustacean is the stuff of nightmares for some. Its body isn't massive, but its legs are. They can span over 4 meters from claw to claw. Picture a spider the size of a small car scuttling across the ocean bottom. These ancient creatures can also live for a very long time, with some estimated to reach 100 years old. They're a perfect example of how the deep sea fosters slow, long-lived giants. Of course, we can't talk about ocean giants without mentioning the largest animal to have ever lived on our planet, the blue whale. While they don't live exclusively in the deepest parts, they do dive to depths of 500 meters to feed, reaching up to 33 meters in length and weighing a staggering 180 tons. A blue whale's heart alone is the size of a small car, and you could swim through its major arteries. Their sheer scale is almost impossible to comprehend. Now, let's plunge into true darkness, where the only light is produced by living things. Here, in the midnight zone, swims the legendary giant squid. For centuries they were thought to be mythical krakens pulling ships to their doom. We now know they are real, growing up to 13 meters long. To navigate their pitch-black world, they have the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, each one about 30 centimeters in diameter, the size of a dinner plate. These massive eyes aren't for seeing in the dark, but for detecting the faint bioluminescent glow of their prey, or the shadow of their only predator, the sperm whale. The battles between these two titans are one of the deep sea's most epic, yet unseen, dramas. If you think living for 100 years is impressive, let's meet the Greenland shark. This creature is the ultimate survivor. Found in the icy, deep waters of the North Atlantic, at depths of over 2,200 meters. It is the longest living vertebrate on Earth. Scientists estimate they can live for over 500 years. That means there could be Greenland sharks alive today that were born before the United States was even a country. They move incredibly slowly to conserve energy in the frigid water, embodying the slow, deliberate pace of deep-sea life. But what about the very, very bottom? In the Mariana Trench, over 10,000 meters down, where the pressure is over 1,000 times that at the surface, you'd expect to find nothing. But life persists. Here we find the giant isopod. It looks like a common woodlouse or pillbug you might find in your garden, but supersized, growing up to 50 centimeters long. These armored scavengers crawl along the trench floor, feasting on whatever falls from the world above. Like the carcasses of whales and fish. So, why does the deep sea produce these giants? It's a phenomenon called deep-sea gigantism, and there are a few reasons for it. First, to save energy. Food is extremely scarce in the deep, so a larger body with a slower metabolism is more efficient. A giant squid, for example, might only need to burn about 45 calories a day to survive. That's less than a single apple. The cold water is another key factor. Colder water holds more dissolved oxygen, which is crucial for life. The frigid temperatures also slowed down an animal's metabolic rate, allowing them to grow slowly over a very long lifespan, bypassing the normal limits on their size. For invertebrates like the giant spider crab, a larger body also helps them breathe at such high pressures. Water becomes more viscous, and a larger surface area on their gills allows them to extract oxygen more effectively. Surviving here isn't just about getting big, it's about being clever. Since chasing prey would waste precious energy, many deep-sea predators or ambush hunters, they lie in wait or, like the anglerfish, use a bioluminescent lure to attract curious victims right to their mouths. And their diet can be truly bizarre. Scientists were baffled about how some creatures survived in areas that seemed completely devoid of food. Then they discovered species like the squat lobster, which have evolved special enzymes to digest wood. Wood that sinks from the surface can become a feast for these animals, a source of energy in a world where you'd expect none. The deep sea is the largest ecosystem on Earth, covering over 60% of our planet's surface. Yet, we've explored less than 5% of it. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the bottom of our own oceans. Every dive brings new discoveries, new species, and new questions. These incredible giants are a reminder that our world is full of wonders we are only just beginning to understand. The deep ocean isn't an empty void. It's a living, breathing realm of mystery, resilience, and colossal life. Thanks for joining this deep dive with me. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of our planet, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. See you next time.